Alright guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a good week. We're almost to the weekend, and here's your sweet tea with Don B. Let's do some talking here about what all's going on right now in the Summer Wells case. And there's a lot going on that we may not be seeing. We're seeing a little bit, but I'm thinking the closer we get to Don and Candus's court date. That's right, I said Don and Candus's court date. Apparently Don and Candus have a court date coming up, and it's not really been confirmed factually yet, but there's been enough information going on to where I can, add 2 and 2 and, get 8. So we're gonna discuss it in this video. So it's gonna be a little bit longer of a video. So let's get into it. Talk about Summer Wells. The court date. Nothing's been factually confirmed yet, but Tim Mullins, the media manager or whatever he is for Don and Candus, has been posting on findsummerwells.com about it's time to get the boys back. Something about going after CPS for doing this and doing that. Basically, I guess they're wanting to go after. He's making it sound like they want to go after CPS for doing Don and Candus wrong, and pretty much taking the boys. In my opinion, it sounds like he's saying that they want to go after him for taking the boys without good cause. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, I think CPS had good reason to take those boys. And I will almost bet you that not only did it have something to do with Summer going missing, but it had stuff to do with possibly the way those kids were getting treated after Summer went missing. But anyway, Tim Mullins, on findsummerwells.com, people were talking about, I guess he made a post saying something about the boys. I guess they should be in Kingsport city schools, or they'd like to see them in the Kingsport city school system, which the Kingsport city school system is a really good system. But there's one problem. You've got to live in Kingsport, and if I'm not mistaken, you've got to live in the city limits to go to those schools. So unless Don and Candus move inside the city limits of Kingsport, and they for some odd reason get the boys back, living in Hawkins County, you're not going to be going to no Kingsport city schools. Okay, let's get that out of the way right now. And here's the other thing I want to talk about, guys. I don't think that Don and Candus are going to get the boys back. And I told you about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I said something's going on, because Don and Candus are they're saving face. It looks like they're putting on a PR stunt. They done the tent thing where they were supposedly handing out flyers, the Eric Estrada thing. Candus, here recently, scrapbooking pictures of the kids, or doing this and that, making it look like she cares. And then that we had the Candus and Robin Lane at the fair. I guess it was the fairgrounds in Gray, Tennessee. Allegedly looking for Summer. I knew when that fair, when I got pictures of Candus at the fair, when they were sent to me, I knew. I thought something's up. That's just 2.5 years, and now they decide to start looking, being proactive. But I kind of brushed it off. I thought, well, maybe that was just an excuse for Candus to go out and have some fun, you know. Because people would have been like, okay, why are you out here having fun at the fair instead of looking for your daughter? You know, so I just kind of brushed it off. But I thought it was kind of weird. And then come the little tent setup thingy at the rodeo, you know. And then the pictures of all of them with Eric Estrada and setting up that big tent thing at the rodeo. Then it started getting to me. I was like, something's going on there. Something's definitely going on here. And I thought, they're trying to put on an act. They're trying to look good for some reason. Why would they be trying to look good? And then it occurred to me, I wonder if they've got a court date coming up. And guess what? Now you got Tim Mullins talking about it's time to bring the boys home on findsummerwells.com. So if y'all want to go over and look at it, it's findsummerwells.com. And I guess Don and Candus have this I'll just call him a representative, because in my opinion he sucks as a media manager. Talking about it's time to bring the boys home, and now, you know, we've got internet chatter, YouTube chatter of Don and Candus supposedly got a court date this month or next month, something like that. I knew it. I knew they were trying to look good, and I had a feeling it had something to do with going back to court. So with them now, follow me, guys. With them now, 2.5 years later, making an effort this big to look good for the court, that kind of tells me that they plan on the can not getting kicked down the road no more. Don and Candus are planning on a decision being made. They're expecting something important to happen at this next court hearing. And what that is, I don't know. But it would be a shocker if they got arrested, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be a shocker if they got arrested? Now I want you guys to follow me here, okay? As we're leading up to this court hearing, I want you to keep your eyes open. Get your spidey senses going. You're going to start seeing some things, and I think you already have. You know, the YouTube channels that Candus had been on, the YouTube channel Candus has been on, the YouTube channel Don's been on, you're probably going to see all that like fade away. You're going to see all that fade away. Now they might be on there. I'm not saying this is for sure, but you're probably going to see all that fade away. Things are going to get really, really quiet before the court date, which they already are, in my opinion. But here's the other thing, guys. If they're about to drop the hammer, and it's got something to do with the Summer Wells case, you're gonna start seeing shit hit the fan with people involved in it. Okay, you're gonna see people coming out that maybe know some stuff that has kept quiet over the last 2.5 years. You may see some of that happening. You know, now I know that there's this woman named Sherry that's associated with Hunter that came out and made some statements. And I listened to the statements. I listened to what she said, but it's nothing I haven't heard before. I mean, she said, you know, summer was cold. They put an outfit on her. You know what I mean? Well, hell, Candus said that, right? So I didn't hear anything that really stuck out to me in this Sherry statement that she made recently, you know, that's going around on YouTube. Nothing, but as we get closer to Dawn and Candus's court date, let's just see if people start talking. You get me? Let's just pay attention and see. Let's see if I'm right about this. I was right. I was right, guys. Dawn and Candus was looking good. They were trying to look good for the court, wasn't they? It's almost, I might as well say it's been confirmed that they've got court. Especially with Tim Mullins, you know, making a statement, it's time to get the boys back and this and that. But here's what I think's going to happen, guys. And a lot of you, and a lot of you guys agree with me too, and I agree with you, because a lot of you guys have said, well, too little, too late. Dawn and Candus waited too long to try to look good for the court. And I agree with you. So, I think if the can's not going to get kicked down the road no more, and this court date is it, they're done. If the judge is done with it, the court's done with it, they're making a decision. Yeah. Mark my words. There could be, you know, Dawn and Candus could get arrested. Because I was right. They were this whole time they were trying to look good for the court. I was right. They do have a court date. And they were trying to look good for the court. And I'm anticipating the judge, you know, and I put on my community post where Robin Lane said, you know, on one of their past court hearings that, you know, I guess Robin was over there delivering some address or something like that to Dawn and Candus. Anyway, it's on my community post if you want to go check it out. Anyway, Robin told this person, the judge let them have it, or wasn't happy, or something like that. Apparently, the judge ripped them a new ass at one of their court hearings, and Robin told this person that. It's on my community post if you want to go look at it. I anticipate not only the judge ripping them another ass, a new ass again. I anticipate an arrest being made. Now, will this arrest be just on something to do with the boys, or is it going to have something to do with the boys and Summer Wells? And then, you know, because I've been telling you guys, I have a feeling once they get the situation with the boys resolved, done, finalized, all that, I told you, I said stuff's going to happen in the Summer Wells case so fast your head will spin. Is that what we're about to see here? After 2.5 years, is that what we're about to see here? And then if Dawn and Candus get arrested, I'm going to be paying attention to these channels that supported them this whole time. If they get arrested. Now, if they don't get arrested, you know, in my opinion, they're still piece of shit parents. Ain't no skin off my back. But if they do get arrested, you know, how's that going to look for credibility on these channels that supported them this whole time, right? I'm telling you, eventually the stuff's going to come out. And the question is, just how bad is it going to be when it does come out? And if it's pretty graphic, if it's pretty bad, if it's pretty nasty on Don and Candus, well, I'd hate to have been the one supporting them. Put it that way. So, we've got another interesting video tomorrow for you guys. I'm going to leave y'all with that to chew on. Drop some comments. I'll look through them. Got something to talk about now, don't we, guys? So, hey, mark my words. The closer we get to this court date, you know, and it's already happening. Things are getting real. It's like the calm before the storm. But I do anticipate the judge ripping them a new ass again, and possibly Don and Candus getting arrested. I think Tim Mullins and Don and Candus, if they think they have any chance of Don and Candus getting them boys back, and Robin Lane too. Can't forget her. She's been supporting them this whole time too. I think if they believe Don and Candus have the slightest chance of getting them boys back, I think they're all delusional. They're delusional. And of course, the way Tim Mullins is talking, I mean, obviously he's delusional. I mean, the way Don and Candus have been talking for the last 2 years, they're delusional. I don't think they're getting them back. I think shit's about to hit the fan, and either they're really naive about what's about to happen, or they're delusional. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.